Yo, welcome to episode 23 of the Universe Mode. You are watching Wrestlemania, the showcase of the Immortals, the granddaddy of them all. Hope you will enjoy TakeOver last week. We are back in Orlando, Florida. TakeOver was merely an appetizer. Now it's time for the main course. WrestleMania 33 kicking off with the Women's Championship on the line. 6 ladies competing in a ladder match for that Women's Championship. Hey, we love you, Bayley. I want to know if you will open the show. Think all the way back to episode 1 of our Universe Mode. Bayley closing the show, winning the Women's Championship for the first time in that triple threat match. Somewhat been on the back burner as the title has changed hands several times since then between Charlotte, Paige. This lady here, the boss, Sasha Banks, has been out of the picture for the past 3 months. In the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunate enough to be a victim of Nia Jax's beatdown this past week on Raw. And here comes the sidekick of Charlotte. Dana Brooke, the fitness model, the lady responsible for Charlotte's title shot against Paige at the Elimination Chamber. Dana Brooke and Charlotte becoming somewhat of an uneasy alliance. Dana Brooke could be the wild card in tonight's match, but here's a heavy favourite in more ways than one. Nia Jax, the largest lady in the match. It will be a sight to behold to watch her climb the ladder. And now the anti-diva, Paige, the former women's champion, returning in February from a broken neck, dropping Bayley on top of her head, defeating her for the championship before succumbing to Charlotte. The current women's champion makes her way to the ring in fluorescent pink. The Nature Girl, the second generation superstar, daughter of the legendary Ric Flair, who was annihilated by Brock Lesnar 2 weeks ago on Raw. And here we go, history making 6-lady Women's Championship match. Ladders et al. It looks like Charlotte will be the first one to make an attempt to descend into the heavens. She's got the ladder. Bayley taking a shot to the face with a steel contraption. History making event here tonight. It's taken years upon years for the WWE to book this kind of match with lady competitors. Charlotte moves her off the top of the ladder, had a clear chance for victory to grab the belt, but took the leap of faith. And there she goes, got her hand on the championship. Nia Jax coming in, Paige watching on. 3 ladies down below, all of which are the difference between you staying up there grabbing that belt and come crashing down into the canvas. Bayley takes a bump, and that didn't take long for Charlotte and her partner Dana Brooke to come to blows. Sasha Banks now ascending the ladder. Bayley rearranging the furniture with a little help from the champion. Dana Brooke flies, and Sasha Banks lands on top of the ladder. Now the boss is back on top. She's looking to untie the belt. Frog splash from the top of the ladder. Shades of a hero, Eddie Guerrero. Her admiration for the legendary Latino is no secret. Wore an Eddie Guerrero themed attire at her WrestleMania debut 2 years ago. Or should I say 1 year ago. Now Charlotte bumping her friend Dana Brooke off the top of the ladder is every woman for herself. And Nia Jax, the strength of this woman. No reason why she couldn't single-handedly topple that ladder over with Charlotte on top of it, but she can't move it. She can't move the ladder, so she goes up herself. The 200-pound plus Nia Jax on top of the ladder with the champion Charlotte. And both ladies dive off the top of the mountain. Back now between Charlotte and her understudy Dana Brooke. Brooke with a ladder to the spine of Bayley. Now it's Brooke's time to shine. Heading to the top, Nia Jax wakes up. Stops her in the tracks. Bayley now with the shots to the sternum. Chaos here at WrestleMania. Both ladies take the fall and Bayley lands on her knee precariously on that ladder. Sasha now perched precariously on that top rope. Kicks Bayley away, creates some space. Double knees, but it misses. Dana Brooke sneaking through the back door. Nia Jax plucking her out of the air with ease. Drops her with the electric chair. WrestleMania 33 in Orlando, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to start the match. Bayley reaching up to the top of the ladder. Nia Jax sees it, reacts too late. She can't push the ladder over. And Sasha Banks doesn't have the heart to stop the day. It's anticlimactic, but we have a new women's champion. Congratulations to that lady. Former NXT women's champion, and now a 2-time Raw women's champion. Hugs and kisses all around for Bayley. We are back, and we are back with a man who was not scheduled to compete here tonight. The architect, Seth Rollins, is here in the Citrus Bowl, making the news recently. Officially unveiled as the cover star for 2K18 coming out in 3 months' time. In some ways it's a travesty that this man is not on the card. But how many of you are complaining? We got a stacked show here tonight. Oh my days! It's a theme song that needs no clarification from me. It's WrestleMania season, alright. The Great One is here. What the fuck? Okay, ignore the nameplate, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, a man who needs no introduction. The Rock, the People's Champion. The Citrus Bowl is electric. Passion personified, goosebumps on the forearms of every man and woman in the arena. Unfortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, Seth Rollins is about to share the ring with the legend, the living legend, The Rock, at WrestleMania. A show of respect from Seth Rollins to The Rock. In the middle of the ring at WrestleMania. Pulled in. It was a swerve, rock bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, the People's Champion here to steal the thunder of the future of the WWE. Seth Rollins eats a rock bottom in the middle of the ring. The man who historically closed out WrestleMania 31, winning the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar. And here we are in the Citrus Bowl, all dressed up with nowhere to go. It's a WrestleMania moment, alright, for that man. Not exactly a novel when it comes at the expense of the Great One, the most electrifying man in WrestleMania. Coming up next is a match billed as the showstopper versus the show-off. Shawn Michaels versus Dolph Ziggler. Welcome back to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, people of all ages, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, is in the building. The dusk is settling here in Orlando, Florida. And the culmination of a nostalgic return for Shawn Michaels. Returned and challenged the WWE Champion AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. In his hometown of San Antonio, Texas at the Alamodome. Defeating Bray Wyatt at the Elimination Chamber. And 2 weeks ago on SmackDown will come out and challenge Dolph Ziggler to a one-on-one competitive match here at WrestleMania. We're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. For many years, that man, Dolph Ziggler, had the world at his feet. A ton of potential, drew many comparisons to his opponent tonight, Shawn Michaels. And things just haven't seemed to click, just haven't seemed to have worked out for Dolph Ziggler. A former Intercontinental, a former World Heavyweight Champion even. It would essentially serve as the catalyst for the change in Dolph Ziggler's attitude. Shawn Michaels said that he sees a lot of him in himself when he was younger. What an opportunity here for Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania. A victory over Shawn Michaels will surely be career influencing. Here we go, drop down, leapfrog. Nice back body drop to the Heartbreak Kid. Ziggler no stranger to a good old showboat. Nice flip over neck breaker to HBK. The knee lift from the legend. We never thought we would see HBK wrestle at WrestleMania ever again. The man has a lineage of iconic matches at this event. The ladder match against Razor Ramon. The Iron Man match against Bret Hart. the beginning of the Austin era, as well as some of the greatest matches of all time between Jericho, Kurt Angle, and of course the Undertaker at WrestleMania. The man who will main event here tonight against Finn Balor. And there's a hot stop, attempt elbow drop to the chest of Shawn Michaels. Undertaker in action here tonight against Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. The man who plunged Shawn Michaels into retirement in Arizona in 2008. At WrestleMania 26, now there's the zigzag. Dolph Ziggler nails the zigzag early on against Shawn Michaels. HBK kicks out. The sun is setting here on the Citrus Bowl. And Ziggler cannot believe what he's just seen. A kick out of the zigzag. Ziggler going up to the top rope, misses the elbow drop. One of Shawn Michaels' patented signature maneuvers. And HBK getting a second win now. Irish whip, Ziggler hits the ropes. Back elbow. Denied and countered with the face buster. Back and forth now between Ziggler and Shawn Michaels. Another knee lift to the face of the former amateur wrestler. There's a back elbow to the nose of Ziggler and Shawn Michaels. Tuning the band here in Orlando, Florida at WrestleMania. Ziggler counters. Famouser. And Shawn Michaels was playing possum. Nails him with the forearm, the kip up. Vintage HBK. And a swinging neck breaker for good measure. But how much did the shine take out of Shawn Michaels? That little glimmer of energy. How much did it take out of the Hall of Famer? Night vest chop. Shades of Ric Flair, the man that Shawn Michaels retired in the same stadium. Drop kick to the back of the head. HBK rolling back the ears with the athleticism. Swinging neck breaker. In the seat from Dolph Ziggler. He's on the top rope now, feeling the drop kick, but he misses. No water in the pool as he hits the belly flop on the canvas. O'Connor roll by Shawn Michaels, the same way he beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 19. Hits the rope, but Ziggler is in a trance, allowing him to nail another swinging neck breaker. And now we tune the band for a second time. And look, he connects right on the button. Sweet chin music, ladies and gentlemen. Is that all she wrote? And the showstopper kicks out, gets the shoulder up. This match will continue. Ziggler scouting the leg. Drops Shawn down now. And it's Ziggler's turn. The mockery. Imitating his icon. Nails him with a super kick. The aforementioned comparisons between Ziggler and Shawn Michaels have just been referenced. Ziggler going back to the top rope again. Is it a mark of desperation from the show-off? Urging him to get up. Missile dropping again. Sweet chin music out of nothing. Out of the sky. Ziggler Easter boot to the face. And there's the free count. Shawn Michaels is back at WrestleMania. And there's one more victory under his belt. Mr. WrestleMania didn't disappoint. What a contest. And with that, Dolph Ziggler fades back into obscurity. What a finish. Super kick out of midair. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels has left the building. Coming up next is the WrestleMania debut of the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Belt. We are back here at WrestleMania 33, episode 23 of the Universe Mode, and it's everyone's favorite Japanese import. Shinsuke Nakamura debuted last year on WrestleMania weekend. He took on Sami Zayn at TakeOver in an unforgettable match, a controversial omission from the real WrestleMania 33, but nah, on this channel we don't do omissions. Star-studded lineup here at the Citrus Bowl, and Shinsuke Nakamura is just one contribution to that card. Former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, a former NXT Champion. He seeks gold on the main roster, challenging Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship. The Viper was on a losing streak until Roman Reigns played an important factor in Randy Orton picking up the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena. The Viper, Randy Orton, has found a new direction in the company. A better attitude, back to his roots. As a slithering snake, the Viper, the legend killer, attacking Shinsuke Nakamura from behind 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, nailing him with the RKO out of nowhere. Last week on SmackDown, it was Shinsuke Nakamura who returned the favour with the kendo stick after Randy Orton's match against Kalisto. No love lost here between these two men. And that man there, the Intercontinental Champion Randy Orton, is somewhat of an institution of Wrestlemania. The legendary, the vintage white and gold Intercontinental Championship belt. A championship with lineage of its own at this event. Bret Hart, Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 8. Mr. Perfect in the blue blazer. Chris Jericho, William Regal at 17. Some incredible competitive Intercontinental Championship matches. I have no doubt this is going to be more of the same. Randy Orton going after the neck of Shinsuke. Dropping the knee across the head. When Orton gets on the offensive like this in meticulous fashion, there's really no one better. Now Shinsuke showing signs of life. There's the shoot kicks. Randy Orton able to catch one of them. Ace the Enter-Guri for his troubles. Third generation superstar Randy Orton, whose father competed in the first WrestleMania, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. And there was a throwback to one of Randy's famous opponents, Kurt Angle, with the Angle Slam. Situationally tonight, we will call it the Orton Slam. Garvin stomp now by Randy Orton applied to Shinsuke Nakamura. King of Strong Style kicks out. And a stiff knife-edge chop. Nakamura, who debuted after defeating Bobby Roode at TakeOver San Antonio, won a contract to come out to the main roster post Royal Rumble, tagged with Kurt Angle, the legend, on SmackDown to take on Randy Orton and AJ Styles, and said, Randy, if we beat you tonight, I want a shot at your Intercontinental Championship. And here we are at the Citrus Bowl. Now Randy with a T-bone suplex sends Shinsuke halfway across the ring. And another Garvin stomp, again strategically just picking apart the extremities of Shinsuke. Randall Orton punching the mat, tuning up the cutter. RKO denied, and Shinsuke now with a second lease of life. The knees, a trademark part of Shinsuke's offense. Shaking violently in the corner, looking for the Kinshasa. He misses, and Orton comprises him with a backbreaker. Touché from the Legend Killer, but Shinsuke kicks out. Nail-biting moments here, and the Hangman DDT is about to be exploitedly applied by Randy Orton. Nails Shinsuke on the top of his head, softening the cranium for the RKO that will come soon after. Shinsuke kicks out. That was close. But it's not over until the fat lady sings. Now Shinsuke Nakamura with the shots to the midsection of Randy Orton. Not going for another Hangman's DDT, but instead a Hangman neckbreaker. The veteran Randy Orton expertly picking apart the nervous system of Shinsuke Nakamura, aiming for the head and the neck. That'll be the difference maker when the RKO comes into play. Shinsuke with a Samoan driver hooks the leg. Can he get himself some breathing room? Has the damage been distributed to Randy Orton? With a shot to the nose. Back suplex on the hardest part of the ring apron. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what a match. Nice combo from Shinsuke. Superman punch to Randy Orton. And a nice martial arts drop kick. Shades of Rob Van Dam. Randy Orton is way on the back foot now. Here's another one. Trademark Shinsuke with a running knee. Randy Orton perched on the top rope like a spread eagle. Hooks the leg by Shinsuke. Yeah, Orton survives. But you know what that means. It's our time to be alive with the good vibrations. It's a mystery where the pain lies in that hold, but it doesn't matter. Nakamura is shaking violently. Kinshasa connects. Has he killed Randy Orton? Has he killed the Legend Killer? And the Viper kicks out. Shinsuke heading up to the second rope now. If it fails from the ground, always rely on the sky. Missile drop kick, misses wildly. And Randy Orton turns him inside out with a test drive. Oh boy, we're digging deep into the rabbit hole of Randy Orton, going for that pump kick, looking to end the career of Shinsuke. He misses wildly, thank goodness. Shinsuke going back to the air, back to the skies. Kinshasa of the second rope. The same way he beat Sami Zayn at TakeOver last year in Dallas, Texas. And Randy kicks out. Randy Orton resorting to a top rope superplex on Shinsuke. Now the closed fists, right hand, kick to the gut, and the combinations starting to come to fruition, but Shinsuke cuts him off. Drop kick, shades of Mr. Perfect. Both men are exhausted. 250,000 men and women on their feet here in the Citrus Bowl. But Randy Orton going for the RKO. Shinsuke has been busted open. The RKO connects, and Shinsuke survives. A shot of adrenaline from the crowd here in Orlando, Florida. They have revived their challenger who looks for another bum IA, and is soaked up with the Orton slam. Orton puts on the brakes, eats the elbow to the face, and Shinsuke nails him with a German suplex. Orton is up in the fireman's carry position, dropped on the back of his neck. The neck problems have been no secret of Randy Orton. Kinshasa misses, and here's a blast from the past. Orton hooks him up on the shoulders with an elevated neck breaker drop. The head and neck are softened. The punt kick connects. Careers have been ended with that prohibited maneuver, and the match is ended. Randy Orton successfully retains the Intercontinental Championship in one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. What a night! What a match, people. I hope you enjoyed it. It was the Kinshasa versus the RKO. Both maneuvers cancelling themselves out until the punt kick remains. Yo, people, I hope you're enjoying WrestleMania 33 as much as I am enjoying calling it for you. Let's take a look back to what happened on the pre-show. Earlier tonight on the WrestleMania kickoff program, we had one of two tag team championship matches take place. The Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day, unbeaten in their 400-day plus reign, took on the challengers Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, who reunited to challenge Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E. Cesaro would go on a roll with the European uppercuts. It was Swiss City with a missile dropkick. Kofi Kingston getting a taste of a very European uppercut. Giant swing. Orlando, Florida counting along in unison. Festival feeling here at WrestleMania. Before we even kick off the pay-per-view, Tyson Kidd returning from a broken neck to nail the overcastle neck breaker on Kofi Kingston. And with that being said, we had new tag team champions crowned. Congratulations to Tyson Kidd returning from a broken neck. And Cesaro gets his WrestleMania moment. Tag team champions once again, just like old times between Tyson Kidd and Antonio Cesaro. We've had 2 out of 3 title changes here tonight so far at WrestleMania. Are we in line for a third one? The Royal Rumble winner, Apollo Crews, takes on the WWE champion AJ Styles. Underdog versus Soccer Mom coming up next. Yo, welcome back to WrestleMania. WWE Championship Match underway with Apollo Crews walking out into the Citrus Bowl, walking out to WrestleMania for the first time in his career. The rookie, the underdog, the Royal Rumble winner. What a journey that man's been on in his wrestling career. From Dragon Gate USA, formerly known as Uhaa Nation, to NXT, to the main roster and a Royal Rumble victory, eliminating Baron Corbin in the final. And here we are, started from the bottom, now we're here. AJ Styles, another man, a lot like Shinsuke Nakamura earlier on in the show, debuted last year at the Royal Rumble this time, however. Made his WrestleMania debut last year in a loss to Chris Jericho. After the Raw and SmackDown brand split, AJ Styles ascended into the role of the SmackDown WWE Champion. And here we are now, a successful title defense against Mr. WrestleMania Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble. He put away the Olympic gold medalist and Hall of Famer Kurt Angle at the Elimination Chamber. Victories over 2 Hall of Famers in the past 2 months. And now a sudden change of direction against the dark horse known as Apollo Crews. AJ Styles should be careful to not get too complacent, to not dismiss Apollo Crews as some sort of underdog or a non-threat to that championship. Apollo Crews is the Royal Rumble winner and is on the ascension to the top of the company. Can he solidify his position tonight? There's a nice jumping clothesline. There's the athleticism we spoke about from Apollo Crews. Misses the double elbow drop and Styles rolls him up with a rolling clutch. Thick and fast start here to the WWE Championship Match. AJ Styles nailing Crews with a DDT. And now Apollo eats the baseball slide. Styles misses the vaulting body press. And Crews springboards off the top rope, collapsing on the champion. Here we go. Nice Northern Light suplex. There's the bridge. Kick out one by Styles. He'll take a lot more than that to soften up. Don't be mistaken by his physical appearance and his small stature. AJ Styles is one of the most resilient men on the roster. Integuri attempt scouted by AJ Styles. Turns him inside out with the Hurricanrana. Misses his target wildly in the corner. Huge opportunity for Apollo Crews. Has to step up. There's a bicycle kick against AJ Styles. The Phenomenal One is a living legend. Former TNA champion, a former New Japan Pro Wrestling champion. Arrived in the WWE and won the World Championship in record-breaking time. Despite his poor attitude and that horrible haircut, he's no pushover. But here's the power of Apollo Crews. Triple power bomb, not even breaking the grip. From the former Uhaa Nation. Right hand. Clothesline well scouted. There's a stun gun out of nowhere by AJ Styles. Integuri scouted for a second time. The head between the legs. Crews is upside down, about to eat. The Styles clash. AJ rolls him over for the cover. Is this gonna be all she wrote? And the challenger kicks out. The fight goes on. And Styles is not done there. Unfinished business. Could he be calling for the phenomenal forearm? No, goes for the other castle neck breaker instead. Crews rolling out of the ring. Wise decision from the Royal Rumble winner, but he's the baseball slide. Styles just catches him with the Asai moonsault off the apron. Now Apollo Crews fighting back, showing some of that defiance that gets him to this point. And he put AJ Styles through the barricade. Oh my days! AJ Styles has been sodomized by Apollo Crews. Styles has recovered enough to hop onto the ring apron, and he nails the referee with a phenomenal forearm. Crews is trying to take advantage, he fails. Styles rolls him up with the crucifix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my days, he would have had him beat. But the referee is dead. Drop down. Vintage dropkick maneuver scouted by Apollo Crews as he rolls him up with the victory roll. And Styles survives. Payday kick from AJ. And Crews just buckles under his weight like a sack of potatoes in the corner. Styles heading up to the mountain. Frog splash on Crews. Beautiful. And Crews kicks out at the count of 1. Fight back commences. Apollo Crews showing signs of life. This title match is not over yet. Oh, wonderful athleticism from AJ Styles. The reverse DDT from the moonsault. Spiral tap from AJ Styles. Vintage shot from the Phenomenal One. Crews counters with the arm drag. Hooks him up for the Crews. Control power bomb if he connects. Styles is too close to the ropes. Crews needs to get him away. Crews needs to stop showboating. Crews needs to make a cover. This could be it. This could be his moment in the sun, and the ropes have been reached by Styles. Is it too little, too late? Styles gets some breathing room. Clothesline in the corner. Apollo Crews slumps like a corpse. Phenomenal forearm from the heavens from AJ Styles. Crews is laid out flat, spread eagle on the canvas. Styles hooks the leg. Retains the championship at Wrestlemania. AJ Styles gets his moment in the sun. It's what he wanted all along after dropping out to Chris Jericho the year before in his debut. It was a novel, valiant effort from Apollo Crews. Went from the Royal Rumble to Wrestlemania, but it wasn't enough. He succumbed to the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles. Is he the best wrestler in the world right now? Coming up next, Icon versus Icon. United States Championship on the line between John Cena and Roman Reigns. The showcase of the Immortals, ladies and gentlemen, is underlined by a man whose unmistakable theme song, his polarizing presence rings out around the arena as he steps foot on that gigantic stage here in Orlando, Florida. John Cena is back at Wrestlemania, baby. Every single year, the face of the company faces an overwhelming challenge at Wrestlemania. Last year would be the first Wrestlemania in his career that he did not compete. Sat out of action with the rotator cuff injury. Since then, in that universe mode, John Cena has captured the Intercontinental Championship. And it was bragging rights. It was a swinging dick contest between Roman Reigns and John Cena. The open challenges for their respective championships waged on and on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. And in the end, Roman Reigns' jealousy, his paranoia overcame him. He invaded SmackDown Live and he screwed John Cena out of the Intercontinental Championship. The same one which Randy Orton successfully defended against Shinsuke Nakamura earlier in the program, and a feud was made personal between the big dog, the United States Champion, and John Cena. Cena was the innovator of the United States Open Challenge Championship match. Roman Reigns chose to continue that legacy, promised that he would have even better in-ring matches than John Cena, and that Cena would be doing the same on SmackDown. Memorable matches from the two men nonetheless, from the likes of Sami Zayn, Kalisto, Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, the list goes on and on. But look at the strength of Cena, one of the strongest men on the roster. Lifting Roman Reigns up into the air and dropping him on the mat. A nice lariat to the knees for good measure. And now Roman Reigns showcasing some of his brute force, lifting Cena from the mat and dropping him with a powerbomb between his legs with consummate ease. And another powerbomb. Two icons, two men who are polarizing to our audience, positioned at the top of the company to be the future faces of the brands. Roman Reigns turned on the WWE Universe, and enough of the lack of respect, and there's a Superman punch. Early on, a Superman punch connects. Roman Reigns smells a spear in the water. Nails it. He nails Cena with the spear in the middle of the ring. Could this be the quickest end to one of the most hotly anticipated matches at WrestleMania? But Cena kicks out, keeps the dream alive. And now Cena nails him with a shoulder block. Attitude adjustment connects to Roman Reigns. Both men blowing their loads early on in the finishing move department. Reigns doing the right thing, finding some breathing room, escapes the ring, and now showboating to the crowd. Don't turn your back on Cena. Referee trying to keep Reigns at bay, trying to give Cena a chance to get back in the ring. He cuts him off with the Hurricanrana. And another Superman punch. Spear number 2 coming up. Cena counters with a DDT. Incredible stuff. Can you see him? Now you can. Reigns gets a taste of the 5-knuckle shot for sandwich. Attitude adjustment number 2 is queued up. And Roman Reigns with stiff elbows to the nose of Cena. Cuts him off with a clothesline. Bombs the referee in the process, and Cena rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cena would have had him beat. We would have had a new United States champion had the referee not just died. And Roman Reigns cuts him off with a clothesline. Hardly a battle of technical prowess. It's finishes galore. High spots are aplenty, and there's a spear counted again for the second time. STF explicitly applied in the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns crawling as much as his might will allow, and he rolls Cena off like a bothersome fly on top of a horse in Africa. Cena with the combat, shoulder block after shoulder block. 5-knuckle shuffle again, second time tonight at the Citrus Bowl. And a cheeky Pele kick to the top of the head. What a lariat from Reigns. Sets him up for the spear one more time, and he nails it. Is that enough? Is that going to be it with the hook of the leg? Cena doesn't kick out. What a match. The explosive force meeting the immovable object. It was a clash of the Titans that did not disappoint, but Roman Reigns retains the United States Champion in Orlando, Florida. Coming up next, big money women's championship match, the emasculating Stephanie McMahon versus rowdy Ronda Rousey. Welcome back to Wrestlemania, ladies and gentlemen. One of the biggest angles leading into this pay-per-view is culminating, and the chairman, Mr. McMahon, swings his genetic jackhammer. The horse cock, the grapefruits, down to the ring as his creation, his baby. WrestleMania playing host to his other baby, Stephanie McMahon, competing for the women's championship. He will be in the corner of his daughter. His son in the corner of the outsider, Ronda Rousey, signed to SmackDown Live by Shane McMahon, the general manager. Are we getting nostalgic about WrestleMania 2000 yet? And McMahon in every corner. There's no Linda. Father and son watching on as the billion-dollar princess, Stephanie McMahon, with a nice homage to her husband Triple H the night before at TakeOver. Pedigree and Anthony Mafia in the center of the ring. If you didn't watch that episode, go back and watch episode 22, TakeOver Orlando now. Great pay-per-view. Hunter Hearst Helmsley's wife competes here with the skull and bones on her head as one of the 3 most expensive competitors in the WWE are about to compete here tonight at WrestleMania. The rowdy one, Ronda Rousey. You want to talk about the Divas Revolution? You want to talk about the 4 horsewomen? Well, here's a woman who kick-started that female revolution in sports entertainment. Single-handedly put women's MMA on the map and dragged everyone in that division kicking and screaming into the limelight. Infamous losses to Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes served as the catalyst for her departure from the UFC and her arrival in the WWE. The white and gold Women's SmackDown Championship, Ronda Rousey has been an ambassador, unbeaten here in the WWE, defeating Becky Lynch, defeating Natalya, and now she takes on Stephanie McMahon with a lariat in the corner. What would WrestleMania be without its celebrity presence? And Ronda Rousey, a pop culture icon with all the credentials to back it up. Nice high angle back suplex, shades of Chris Benoit. Up and down with tenacity. And Stephanie nails her with a DDT. Lateral bless of pride, forearm across the face of Rousey. Stephanie McMahon is no pushover in the ring. Trained by her husband Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the game Triple H. The commissioner of NXT, Stephanie McMahon, watches on as her brother Shane helps up, his most prized asset on SmackDown Live. As Stephanie goes outside the ring, eats the steel post in retaliation from Ronda Rousey. Both ladies now face to face. Rousey nails her with a tornado DDT. Vince McMahon urging Ronda Rousey to show some kind of empathy. But it was all a ruse. Stephanie McMahon cuts her up from behind, drops her on the top rope with a stunner. Vince McMahon keeping his distance from the Rousey one. I'm sure he'll be tempted to throw a cheap shot or two, but Rousey drops his daughter in front of him. Vince giving him a piece of her mind. Or should I say giving her a piece of his mind. Nails her with a big boot. And Vince in this flamboyant red tuxedo, powerless to help his daughter, but she figures out by herself with another DDT. Seems to be the only move in Stephanie's offense so far. Maybe she's gonna prove me wrong with a back suplex, folding Ronda Rousey in half like a book. Stephanie going for the cover, Rousey kicks out. This match has been 2 years in the making. Hope you know that. WrestleMania 31 in Santa Clara, California. Ronda Rousey hooking Stephanie up in an armbar. The Rock would lay the smackdown on her husband Triple H. Vince McMahon on the outside, distracting Ronda Rousey just long enough for Stephanie to miss the elbow wildly. Superman punch from Rousey right on the bottom of Stephanie McMahon's nose. Even Vince McMahon had to shudder at that. Stephanie McMahon deep in the red, but cuts her off with her belly to belly. Even Shane McMahon now is showing concern. Slap to the face of Ronda Rousey, the women's special slap from SmackDown 2. Kick to the gut, hooks the arms in her pedigree. Has been nailed, channeling the spirit of her husband. Ronda Rousey lies motionless. Vince McMahon folds the arms, Booyah! Achieved, mission accomplished. Stephanie McMahon has shocked the world. She's pinned Ronda Rousey. Oh my days. Stephanie McMahon is the new women's champion. Vince McMahon is a proud father watches on. The former women's UFC bantamweight champion who went on this incomparable role in the company has been pinned by Stephanie McMahon. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world and fans of the channel, we hope you are enjoying our presentation of WrestleMania on the Universe mode. We're just moments away from our double main event, but let's take you to what happened on the pre-show. The second tag team championship match between the Uso brothers and American Alpha. Long-standing tag team rivalry here on SmackDown Live culminates in the sunny Citrus Bowl on the WrestleMania kickoff. Chad Gable would lock in the armbar on Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso goes flying through the air with the teardrop suplex from Jason Jordan. But then it will be Jey Uso who hooks up Chad Gable on his shoulders in that Fatu driver position. Drops Chad Gable on the top of his head in the same situation Stone Cold Steve Austin would break his neck in 1997. A solitude Uso splash applied from Jey Uso. Chad kicks out. Wouldn't take too long for the brothers to correlate. Scoop slam and an Uso splash from Jimmy. Nailing Chad Gable, squashing him in the center of the ring. Jason Jordan didn't have the heart to spoil the day of the Usos. Chad Gable was eliminated. It became a 2-on-1 handicap match. Don't forget the Usos' father Rikishi had a cameo appearance in our Royal Rumble pay-per-view back in episode 8. A second Uso splash was enough to put away Jason Jordan when we were crowned new WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions on the WrestleMania kickoff. Obligatory cheap plugs underway. If you haven't already done so already, of course, please follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to me on YouTube for updates on future episodes. Coming up next, forget about Floyd Mayweather. It's the big money match. Brock Lesnar, Conor McGregor, and it's next. Welcome back to WrestleMania 33. We are just one out from the main event of WrestleMania, but without further ado, it's special attraction time. The Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar signed up for this big money match with the notorious one, Conor McGregor. All the talk in the recent couple of weeks about Floyd Mayweather and McGregor in Las Vegas in the summer. But here on Don't Like Me, Bite Me, we're all about those exclusives. Where else on planet Earth are you going to find a fixture like this? The notorious one jumped ship from the UFC to the WWE a couple of weeks ago. Officially announced as a competitor at WrestleMania in Orlando. Open challenge was issued from Conor. Nobody else on the entirety of the WWE roster answered except Brock Lesnar, the former UFC heavyweight champion himself. Didn't take much more than that. The date was set, the tickets were sold. Ric Flair took a beating and it became personal. This past week on Raw, Conor McGregor laid Brock Lesnar laying in the middle of the ring. But here we are, Lesnar, McGregor is on, and we start things off with a shortcut to Suplex City. Lesnar tearing the face apart of McGregor. He's mauling him like a big bear. And now the Taekwondo of McGregor comes into play. The kicks being placed expertly. Lesnar no-sells it and knocks him off with the lariat from short range. Comparisons to Stan Hansen. Lesnar often described as a coagulation of Dr. Death, Steve Williams and Stan Hansen. A complete freak of nature. In the ring with a man half his size, but with all the credibility and interest in the world in McGregor. Forget about professional boxing, this is his biggest challenge yet. Goes up to the top, comes down, fights on the ground like he knows best. And now them shots being exchanged to Lesnar. Cuts him off with one clubbing overhand, drops him with another back suplex. Here we go. Throw back to the days of 2003, it's the Brock lock. Lesnar's upside down with nowhere to go. McGregor, upside down with nowhere to go. Can he escape the Brock lock? Breaks free. The lion on his chest Perhaps a metaphor for freedom, escaping a deadly hold like so. Gut-wrench suplex. Lesnar is just toying with McGregor. Picks him up like dead weight. One more suplex. Conor bumps Lesnar. But how much did that take out of the Irishman? No time for showboating, that could prove costly. Beheaded with a running lariat from Lesnar. And now Conor McGregor is in deep water. Suplex City, bitch. There's number 2. Un, deux, trois. There's number 3. Lesnar smelling blood in the water. Sets him up for the F5. Conor slides down the back. Creates some breathing room and knocks him down with a right hook. Hook of the leg, lateral press. Is Lesnar done for? He survives. Lesnar has knocked many a foe down with the left hand. The right hand not so effective. But here comes the combination now. Lesnar shuts him down and swats him off like a bothersome fly. Near prop from McGregor. The athleticism exhibited here by the notorious one. Shoulder block after shoulder block. This looks all too familiar. McGregor willing Lesnar to his feet. Wants to get that signature maneuver in. Boxing body blows. Rapid fire succession and the uppercut for good measure. Is Lesnar done for? Hooks the ropes. And he's saved by the ring. McGregor hits the ropes. Drops the double axe handle on the back of the head of Lesnar. European uppercut. Maybe you can call it an Irish uppercut. Calf kick. Lesnar doesn't bump. Goes for it again. Lesnar still stays on his feet. Knocks him down with a hammer fist. Back down the route to Suplex City. Number 5. Number 6. Make that 7 in total. F5, he looks for it again. Conor slithers down the back like a slippery snake. Gives the receipt with another German suplex. Is Lesnar going to Suplex City? Or is Conor giving him a tour of the notorious nation? Lesnar sweeps the legs, gets some breathing space between himself and the former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion. Hooks him up from the ground, drops him with a powerbomb with consummate ease. Clubbing blows in the elbows. Has that split McGregor open. First blood in this match is on McGregor's side. Lesnar again looking for that F5 maneuver. Conor drops him with a back suplex. Scouting Lesnar now, smells blood in the water. More boxing body blows. Goes for another combination. Uppercut once again. The story of this match has most certainly been the suplexes and throws of Lesnar. The strikes and the quick precision of McGregor. Throwing back in the ring like a child. Throws fist to that open wound of McGregor. Heyman watching on, celebrating as if the match is over. As if Lesnar was some kind of grizzly bear celebrating, toying with his prey. McGregor splits Lesnar open. It's a bloodbath in the citrus bottle. There's another right hand to Lesnar. He's felled him twice. And Lesnar escapes with a rope break. Combination shots applied and Brock Lesnar's face is like a crimson mask. He's on the ropes. The Orlando crowd is at fever pitch. And Lesnar slows him down with a fall-away slam. Calf kick applied to the outside. And there's one to Heyman for good measure. More of those roundhouses applied from McGregor. A slugfest now has opened up here in Orlando, Florida. Steps over with a wheel kick from McGregor. This is unlike any other match we've seen on the card. It's a brawl, it's a fight to the death. Lesnar perhaps looking for one more F5, can't nail it. Dropped with the neck breaker from Conor. Lesnar is in the danger zone, well on his way with a one-way ticket to the notorious nation. Shovel side kick evaded, eased the second one. Didn't expect that, it was inconspicuous. Hooks the leg. McGregor can't put away the beast. McGregor won't die. Lesnar won't die. There's another open-handed slug to the face of McGregor. Combination blows applied and he drops him one more time. Is that gonna be it? McGregor hooks the leg. Referee just 3 seconds away. Conor McGregor does it. He beats Brock Lesnar at Wrestlemania. The history books have been written. Floyd Money Mayweather awaits in August in Las Vegas for McGregor. But there's a big, badass notch on the bedpost of McGregor. Puts away Brock Lesnar, the former UFC, former Universal Champion. Exhilarating contest. That was a legit fight. Man, I hope you enjoyed that. But what have I told you? The best is yet to come. One more match. Universal Championship is on the line and is next. Undertaker returned at Elimination Chamber. Tombstone Finn Balor, and the match was on. The Phenom versus the Demon King for the Universal Championship, and it is next. Ladies and gentlemen, for the talk of your John Cena's and your Randy Ortons and your Shawn Michaels, you can't have a conversation about institutions of WrestleMania without bringing up this man, the Phenom, the Undertaker. Discussions about retirement, and is this really the last one? One final opportunity for the greatest prize in the game, the championship for the Undertaker. 9 years ago at the Citrus Bowl, the same stadium, Undertaker won the World Heavyweight Championship from Edge for the most respected man in the Federation. To reclaim the championship in the same stadium would be sweet, sweet irony. An absolute living legend. How can we have discussions about this man and he's not even a Hall of Famer? Undertaker handpicked his WrestleMania opponent the second he arrived at the Elimination Chamber and choke slammed and tombstone pile drove this man, the Demon King Finn Balor, in the middle of that structure, that chamber. Didn't need much more trivia than that to sell our audience on this match. It all began at the Royal Rumble. Mr. Money in the Bank, as he was then known, Finn Balor, cashed in on Kevin Owens, dethroned him and reclaimed the Universal Championship, which he never actually lost. Forfeited due to an injury as a result of Seth Rollins' powerbomb into the ring barrier. Finn Balor has been on a quest for redemption ever since returning from injury. Successful championship defense at the Elimination Chamber, defeating Kevin Owens in the final. He was met by the polite chokeslam of The Undertaker, and the feud was born. A blindsiding attack on Old School Raw 2 weeks ago. Pile drove through the announce table last week by The Undertaker as we went off the air on the Go Home show for WrestleMania 33. Here we are, it's all about a big red gold belt for legendary Undertaker, the Demon King Finn Balor. Here we go. Side headlock being applied by Finn Balor. Undertaker shoots him off, drop down. Leapfrog, there's some unorthodox athleticism. Finn Balor goes flying in the sky with a big back body drop. Balor now trying to fight back. Sent to the outside by The Undertaker. It's a mismatch in size and range. But how much of that really matters after Conor McGregor proved us size doesn't matter. Vintage Undertaker with a leg drop across the ring apron. The Phenom is having his way with the Demon. Choke slam! Balor goes up and down, takes the ride but takes a powder. Gets himself some breathing space, but The Undertaker's right on his trail. Big boot against that steel ring post. That's a difference maker. Undertaker rolling his opponent in the ring. The Universal Champion starting the match in the worst possible fashion. Camel clutch applied by The Undertaker. Finn Balor finds the might to escape. Here's the ropes. Nails him with the sling blade. There's the counter attack. Too sweet in the corner. Balor getting too big for his boots. Eats a fist to the face. Kicks the Undertaker away. Creates some space. Nails him with a nice missile drop kick from the top rope. Balor is in his element when he gets that war paint on. The purple and black. An obvious mind game being played by Finn Balor as he faced The Undertaker in his old traditional colours. Came down to the ring in the trench coat and a hat. Hits the ropes, drop kick to the side of the head of The Undertaker. Just how well has The Undertaker's head recovered from the concussion he suffered at the history-making WrestleMania 30 when he was defeated by Brock Lesnar for the first time in the pay-per-view's history. Second chokeslam coming up. Does Balor take the ride? Once again, it's an encore. Stops The Undertaker on his traps. Nails him with the enziguri. Now the Universal Champion, could he be in his element? Here comes the comeback. Forearm after forearm, sling blade for the second time tonight. John Woo drop kick in the corner. Learned a thing or two from Loki, but the Undertaker no-sells it and tosses him off the top rope before we all witness the coup de grace. Tombstone Power Driver season is underway. It's warm, it's wet, it's windy, it's a thunderstorm. Undertaker with a Tombstone Power Driver. Is that it? But Finn Balor denies a victory for the Undertaker. Balor going for the German. Undertaker with the sharp elbows to the face of the Demon King. Drops the calf kick. Second Tombstone coming up. Nails him in the center of the ring. That's it. That's gotta be it. Crosses the arms this time for the Authority. Oh my days. Balor kicks out. Kicking out of one Tombstone is one thing. Kicking out of two is quite another. Finn Balor showing the citrus bottle signs of life. Bloody Sunday DDT is nailed on the dead man. Unfinished business picks him up. Is that a mistake? Why didn't he cover him? Why didn't the Irishman cover him? Now his chop. Open hand fist countered by the Undertaker, the king of strikers. Now it's a slugfest. Both men trading blows here in the middle of the ring in Orlando, Florida. Diving high and the outside with a plancha. Finn Balor on top of the Undertaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Irishman turning the temperature up in the citrus bowl. Undertaker cuts him off with a fireman's carry. The very last ride applied. Finn Balor nails it. Eats the last ride powerbomb in the middle of the ring. Unbelievably, Balor kicks out. Rolls out the ring. Tries to create some breathing space. Nails him with a springboard missile dropkick. And there's another one for good measure. Undertaker is slowing down. Balor heads up to high risk district. Composes himself for the coup de grace. On the Undertaker, hooks the leg. The challenger gets the shoulder up. No wind in sight. Pele kick to the Undertaker. Back spinning kick now. The Undertaker's age is catching up with him, showing signs of slowing down. Ducks the spinning wheel kick. Hooks him up for one more Tombstone Power Driver. He nails it. It was a flurry of fast offense. Balor's got to kick out to keep this match in play. It's over. Yo! Oh my days, new Universal Champion is crowned here at WrestleMania. And would you believe it? The year is 2017. The 50-year-old Undertaker claims his 8th WWE Championship at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. It's been a long episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. The citrus bowl has been good to the Undertaker. Yo, want to say thank you very much for watching. And special thanks to everybody who's commented on my videos and has joined me throughout the entire series. Let me know in your comments below what was your favourite moments from the entire series, not just tonight's WrestleMania. Follow the links in the description to my Twitter and my Facebook feeds. And as always, I'll see you in a bit.